Well, once again, it's time, my friends, for another meet and greet. We're Southern Fried and nationwide, so hang on to your seat. Look around, here's what I found. I guess you'll never know what you'll see on the Southern Fried Podcast Show. Yeehaw!
Yeehaw!
And good evening to all. Rob and others that will be joining in the stream very shortly. And to all of our folks that will be listening in the days to come. You know, our videos go out there, Rob, and they just continue to gain in views and plays, and depending on which stream you're on. So sometimes when you're saying hello to people, it might be a week away that they hear that.
Or a month.
Or a month or a year from now.
Yeah.
We appreciate you.
We want to welcome in all of the Cornbread Nation, all you breadheads out there.
If you got a Facebook account, please go to the Cornbread Nation page and join. Become a breadhead, member of the Cornbread Nation. We're growing every day. We want you to be a part of it.
And we are loving it. And we hope y'all are too.
Thank you for listening to the Southern Fried Podcast Hump Day News. It's Wednesday, and we just about got it beat. I cannot wait to get in through this till tonight, because when I was thinking about it all day long, and I enjoyed this morning's show. Rob had a good time.
Brother Hester's on.
Brother Hester, all right. Good to have Brother Hester. Good evening, brother. Appreciate those. By the way, if you're on X, we appreciate those of you who have been liking and forwarding and sharing our programs. Thank you for that. That's really a blessing. And sometimes some comments that come back. But hey, it's Wednesday night. We got brother Earl in the house. We got Rob in the house, Dave in the house. Chris may join us in a little bit. He's running some errands and stuff, but he may join us towards the end of the program. We're glad you're here, and we're glad you're like and follow and share and subscribe, or whatever it is that you do to the different streams. We appreciate that. What a blessing it is. I was telling some of the folks this morning, Rob, that I had heard from some folks that said, hey, we love everything you do. Appreciate what you do. So we appreciate that. Well, what have you been up to today, Rob, from this morning? You started out the day with a hot house, or kind of a hot house.
I did, but he got out here quick and got me up and going. Well, howdy there, Tire Man.
Yeah, well, Mike, he's done changed names on us. I like it.
But no, he came right out here, put a little Freon in it, fired it up. Cost me less than $150. Air conditioner fee.
That's cheap nowadays. Anything less than $150, I think, is cheap nowadays. Pull up. Go ahead.
Got that done, and instead of staying inside and enjoying the cool house, I went out and mowed.
Get her done, as we say here in the South.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say, I feel like even if you pull up to a drive-through restaurant now, when you get up to the window, they're wearing a mask and holding a weapon. I mean, because you feel like you're being robbed.
Yeah.
But you know what? I want to say I won't say the name, because but sometimes we drop names of different places. This is a positive, but the Big M. They got a $5 deal going on right now. Honestly, that's not bad. I know that's probably to drive customers through, but for $5, which is to compete with we'll say the Big W, they have something very similar. So we got the M versus the W, and they have a $5 meal deal. I've had it for a while. And so the Big M said, I can get in that game too, Big W. And so now they got this competition going on. But I'm going to tell you what, Rob, I bet you can't name off the top of your head one, if any, besides those two there. You can pull through a drive-through and get anything for $5 a meal. I'm talking about a meal. You might get one item. But think about it. Where could you go and get a $5 meal anymore? Not many places, brother.
Well, I know when we go to Costco, I can get a foot-long hot dog for $1.50.
Well, it ain't exactly $1.50, brother.
It was last time.
I'm gonna have to school you on some economics here.
Okay.
How often? Let's figure this out, folks. Let's figure this out. I did this to a deer hunter one time, who gave me the price of that it cost him for the meat in our chili, and I said baloney. He said, "What do you mean baloney?" And I reminded him some things. So, Rob, let's just have a quick. We didn't plan this. How many times do you go to Costco and eat one of them hot dogs? In a year,
maybe.
Huh?
3 or 4 times a year, probably.
Okay, and how much is that Costco card?
I didn't get it for the hot dogs. I got it for the rest of the stuff.
How much is the Costco card, Brother Rob?
It's $60.
Okay, $60 divided. We'll give you the fourth visit divided by 4 plus the $1.50.
No. I go down there 13 times a year.
But I'm saying you said you only got a hot dog out of 4 out of those times.
Yeah,
so the true cost of the true cost of that hot dog.
You got to figure divide that cost of that card by 13.
No, you didn't get a hot dog all 13 times.
Well, I don't have to get a hot dog if I don't.
No, you don't. But them hot dogs that you ate, the 4 times you went, it's $1.50, right? That's $6 for the. That's $66. $66 in total. Not we won't count wear and tear on the car or gasoline. We won't count that.
We'll figure all that in.
Divide that by 4, and that's the true cost of that hot dog. That's the true cost, brother.
Okay, no, to figure out the true cost, you got to figure out how much I saved by going down there.
Keep it simple, brother.
Keep it right.
How many times you ate a hot dog? We're just talking about the hot dogs. We ain't talking about all the savings you made. It's still what it cost you to eat those hot dogs. So I don't want to hear this $1.50 that the hot dog cost you.
$1.50.
It's those hidden costs. That's the way the government works. They say, "Oh, this is only going to be just a little tax increase." I mean, everybody wants to pay their taxes, and you want to give your fair share. Well, your fair share, when you start figuring in all the areas that hit you, that true number is a killer. And they act like they'll say it's pennies on the dollar. No, it's not. Because
it's on a lot of dollars.
You better believe it. So,
but no, we do the Costco thing because we do save money with it.
Absolutely.
And here's the thing. I'm going to tell you true cost. Okay. If we don't eat at Costco, we eat at Cracker Barrel. Now you figure up that $1.50 price versus a Cracker Barrel meal.
But you don't have to buy a card at Cracker Barrel. It still would be more. But you're missing the whole point, Jack. It's $1.50 plus the cost of the card. You'd have to go there. If you went there 150 times, you would absorb all of that. You could absorb that down in there, That's your true cost, brother.
It's not the true cost. You're doing some Bidenomics there. Oh. I got political.
I'm just trying to make you understand economics, brother. Not that I'm an expert.
I think you and Dan Quayle went to the same economic school.
Well, no, and I'm going to give you, and I'm probably going to get beat up on this one. I'm going to give you another bit of economics 101.
Okay,
you might not find this written in a book. With all apologies to anyone out there, I'm only talking about the Dave household, okay? But I think it might spread. It might be true in others. If my wife says I've got to run down to the store and get one thing, there's absolutely no chance in Hades that she's coming back with one thing. So that one thing cost me a whole bunch of things.
Yeah.
I said, I thought you went for one thing. She said, yeah, but I seen a bunch of other stuff that I wanted. She didn't say needed, wanted. Now, what say you, big boy?
What I say is
Robert's
this.
on the defensive tonight.
No. Robert just got on the offensive side of the defense. Okay. I'm saying if your sweet wife wants something, that should be a need for you. It is for me. If she wants something, then I need her to get it.
Is that the way that works?
Yeah.
So if you went to the store and got her something, and you come back with a brand new car, would that fall under the adding?
I didn't say it was a two-way street. What I'm saying is, if she goes out there and she sees something she wants, it becomes a need for me. I need her to have it.
Okay.
But because, I want her to, if she thinks she wants it, then I want her to have it. And, and it's just like here before long, I may tell her, come on, let's take the car and go down here to Tallahassee. I got to pick something up. She'll be like, okay, let's go to Tallahassee and pick it up. And when we pick up my new boat and start driving back, she'll understand that.
Oh, dollars and cents.
No chewing out. They'll just be nothing but glowing love and understanding. Baby, I'm glad you got the boat you wanted.
I used to know this. Well, I still know, but this guy, and they come to.
You're gonna let me get away with that hollering horse crap?
I'm not hollering anything. I'm gonna let you sink yourself over there. I'm not. Hey. You're the Titanic going down right now, and I just found that all the women and children have gotten off, and there's a spot left for old Dave, the elderly guy. I'm jumping on the boat, the little rescue boat, and get away.
No, you write it down with me because you called her an old goat this morning.
That was you, brother. I just said there's an old goat in the house.
No. If you had meant me, you would have said, you old goat, not an old goat lives there.
She knew who I meant. She backed me up. Mm-hmm. You've already lost this one.
Oh, no. It's Sugar Britches. What are you doing, Daniel?
It's good to see you, brother. Or hear from you. Maybe not see you. Oh, my goodness.
I'm so glad he's here this evening.
Yeah, faithful watchers, and we appreciate that. Faithful, yes. All that's listening in or watching in or however you're doing.
Yes. Now,
got the Tire Man, got Earl. Others maybe. Daniel,
no, say it. Call it. Say nah. Tell him. Hello, Sugar Britches.
Nah, I'm good.
Oh,
I'm good. I give him a salute. Salute. Well, Rob, it's Hump Day news.
Yeah.
And although we do some serious stuff, sometimes we do the oddities. And we're going to sprinkle in. We're not going to do these rapid fire, I don't think. We'd be going for a while. But let's do one. Thank you, Michael. That's very nice to say. I really, really appreciate that. We do like to have a lot of fun, but we're family friendly. Oh, folks, the chat is on fire tonight.
Now, Sugar's your first name. Britches is your last name. You just call him Sugar.
Oh, no, I'm not saying it, Daniel.
He just told you.
Well, I can say it this way. I do like sugar in my sweet tea. And when I get up in the morning and go to work, I put my britches on. That's as close as you're going to get me to say those two words together.
You've done said it once. You might as well say it again.
That was by accident. I didn't mean to do that.
You accidentally called it.
It just sounds so much better when Rob says it than when I would say it. So.
Oh, he even agreed with that.
Yeah, see, he knows. He knows. Thank you. I'm getting backed up from everywhere tonight. I love it. I got, see there? Yeah.
I think he's still saying you could say his name. I think that's what he's saying. Yes. Say his name. Come on.
You read what you want to read. I'll read what I want to read out of that. So.
Daniel, he's just scared to call you sugar britches.
Oh my goodness, y'all are crazy.
Hey,
But
before you jump into Hump Day news, let me
all right,
throw something out there.
go right ahead.
Nowadays, I look like a green jeans. No, you still sugar britches.
Hey,
That young man.
that was Michael saying that. That wasn't.
Oh, I'm sorry, Michael. I didn't mean to call you sugar britches. It's a term of endearment, sir. Let me tell you about sugar britches. Old Daniel there. Not Michael, but Daniel. Maybe true for Michael too, but I don't know. But oh, I come on. What is that?
He's gonna come on the show one
Oh,
day.
yeah. We'll get you on here. We'll put you on here one day. Let me tell you about Daniel. He's one of the hardest working people you will ever meet, and he is never in a bad mood, and he's always smiling while he's working.
I like
I
it.
mean, always. And you ought to do him the honor of calling him Sugar Bridges. This is a hardworking man right here. I mean, he works hard and he's proud of what he does. And he makes sure everybody's happy. He's
He
always
should
smiling
be.
and laughing.
He should be proud of it. I'm proud. I'm proud for him. Great respect. I always appreciate hard workers. If you have to hire any help nowadays, boy, you really appreciate people that show up to work and work hard and with a smile on the face. Man,
Yeah,
that's getting hard to come by right there now.
it is.
Don't you
It
hate
is.
it when you walk in a restaurant or any store, just pick the store,
He-
and they force the workers to smile?
yeah. But
That's
what I hate is
that's
when
the
you go
worst.
to the store and you see this. Uh,
Yeah, it's a
it'd be
forced.
his show.
Yeah, it'd be his show. Well, yeah, well, we are getting older, so one day we'll pass on. We'll have to leave it. We'll have to leave it to somebody. But you have those people, and they have to tell everybody that comes to the door good morning or whatever. I just rather it be natural.
Yeah.
As you're halfway through the store and they're hollering at you, "Good morning,
Oh,
welcome to whatever the store is or whatever,"
well,
and
kind of, yeah.
they hear that in their sleep after they've said it. I mean, they probably get, I don't know. Seriously, they'll get a few hundred customers in a couple hours time come in the store. One of those that's really hopping, one of those really busy stores. I got one like that near me, and they're constantly having a smile. It should just be natural, but it's so bad they have to tell them to say hi to everybody or smile or whatever. See, on here you don't have to make us. We'll smile, we'll laugh.
Go ahead, comment.
I have no comment. I have no comment. That's the politician way, right? No comment.
Yeah. Okay.
No comment.
Okay. Well, I mean, you could be like Kamala and not talk to nobody for a month.
Rob, you got to
That
have
would be
something.
Huh?
Somebody may get mad at me, but first of all, you got to say something. First of all, you got to have something to say. Secondly, when you do say it, it's got to make sense. It's got to make sense. You know, a bus is a yellow bus that has wheels on it that take kids to school on the bus. I mean, it's the kind of stuff that you get, and I don't know what's behind that. I'm not going to mock or anything here. I will say I don't think there's much, but I will say some people really blow up in front of the camera. Bad. I mean, they cannot handle it. We got a lot of people camera shy. We've asked some people to come on here and they're like, no, I'll listen all day long, but I don't want to be on camera. And some people just can't handle that, even though they can't see anybody that's on here. I mean, except us. It's just that phobia of being in front of people. I don't know why you would go into something like that if you can't do that. But some people handle it better than others. But
I'm sorry.
public speaking has to be. You have to somehow have a talent at that. You should. but not everybody does. Oh,
Daniel's going to take over and call it the Sugar Britches Show.
well, one show out of all the shows we do, one day could be called that. One day, we got to work towards it.
Yeah. We'll
Do-
let
do-
you. You do all these great commercials and everything, and you can welcome us to maybe Sugar Britches Tuesday.
I'd have people calling me, texting me, wondering what's wrong with me.
I'm still wondering if when you got to church last Sunday, if somebody said Amen Sugar Britches.
Nobody said it. Nobody said it.
You're lucky. You denied Josh Bacon.
I did, and I'm not backing up. I'm not apologizing for it. He waits till the meal is done.
Then he's not going to be apologizing.
Now, Robert,
They say Amen Sugar Britches.
I'm an old cook at restaurants. You cooked a little bit, I think, maybe at one or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Now, anybody that's ever been a cook or worked in a kitchen at any restaurant, there are a little bit of benefits to that, in that sometimes you'll get a little extra food that you consume. When I worked at one restaurant, we used to love fish night because we'd get shrimp and stuff, that was kind of disappeared in our mouths, But we were working at the time. But if you're not the one, so in a kitchen, if a cook is cooking, they have to taste the stuff. That's always, well, I got to taste and see if it's getting done. But if you're not the cook, you don't want to see some old grubby old hand reaching in there to grab something that you've been cooking on. They ain't got no skin in the game except the skin that they're reaching to get that food before you're done with it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a hard case.
Josh never cooks breakfast?
He has, but I did not go in there and get food off of anything until it was done.
Did his mama?
I don't remember. But he's a thief of the bacon. Bacon thief.
No, wait a minute. He can't be a thief of the bacon if you're fixing bacon for everybody. See, what you should have done is let him have the piece of bacon and say, okay, that's one less piece you can have at the table.
I'd rather just head him off at the pass and say, no mas. No, yeah. Get your hand out of that bacon, boy.
Don't you touch that.
By the way, the little dog tonight was, I was telling Lynn before we come in here on the air, the little dog was sniffing around at something, and I went, eh. I didn't even think about it. The little dog, it looked at me and took off and went in the bedroom. I said, see, it works just like it does with kids.
Oh. Okay, so we're ready now.
Let's do one, then we'll go into other areas, and then we'll come back.
Okay,
but
what are we doing?
Let's say this first. Working in the public can be terrible. When I ran the tire store, I treated people like I want to be treated. Well, that's customer service. That's the way it should be.
Yeah.
Public can be what's let's say it to Charles Barkley. Terrible. The customers can be terrible, and they can.
I had to deal with customers a lot, especially at one of the places I worked at. I had to wait on them. They cried quite a bit, and they were some of those folks were quite the pain in the patootie. But see, I get bored, and Dave can probably tell you a bored Robert is dangerous. So I start doing voices and stuff, and I would get into some, hi y'all, how y'all doing this evening? What world can I get for you? I'd go way deep south, I mean, like Apalachicola South, whoa, how y'all doing? Or I can't do the other voice though. If I offend anybody, it's just not meant offensive at all. Okay. What you are, you do you, I do me. Okay. So, but they would come in and be like, I'd be like, well, hi, how are you doing tonight? Is there anything in the world I can get for you? How about, you know, I bet you would love a rump roast, or, the phone would ring and it would, and me and the market manager would be in a dead race for the phone. And I'd be like, hello, thank you for calling Fred's Market. This is Matt. I can't call his name. Can I help you? And he's like, why do you keep answering the phone like that using my name? I said, because you do that. You know, it's fun. I get bored and I do this weird stuff. So it wasn't good for me to be customer service.
So you're saying you saying you did a lot of prank calls when you were growing up.
Yeah.
I think we
I
already
couldn't do too
established
many
that
though, because
in
we
a
had a party
previous.
line between Grandma and Grandpa's house and the meat house, and somebody was always on the darn thing.
I think we established that in a previous episode that you did a lot of prank calls and stuff.
I did some. I did some.
Let's look at one of our news items. I want to get into these. I want to get into these.
Get into it.
Because
Let's
I think you're going to have some input into these. Now I want to see one of them. Pull one of them up. Now these are just odd. There's nothing crazy strange, but odd. I knew you would like this one, Rob. The stranded cat rescued from atop power pole after more than 24 hours. Now, do cats? I know the old story. The TV shows. They would say, "Bring the ladder out, get the cat that's in the tree." Do cats commonly get up in areas that they then can't climb out of, or are they just being a cat and saying, "I'm not coming down"?
I guess they could get scared. Now, you always see in the cartoons and stuff, the kitty stuck in the tree. And I'm going to be honest with you. I think if a cat can climb up it, he's perfectly capable of climbing down it. I would say.
I would
Now, I'm
think
not
so.
saying the cat might be scared or might get intimidated, but I'm just saying he climbed up there for a reason. And when he figures out what that reason is, he'll climb back down. But what I'm getting is how did they know he was up there for more than 24 hours?
Well, yeah, because you'd think they would come out in the first, couple hours if somebody said, "Hey, there's a cat up here," or
Yeah.
I don't know. But there
So
are a lot of cameras now that they can look at and see stuff like that on the roads, and I don't know, maybe they pick that up, but could he just been being Mr. Cat? I'm not coming down for a while,
yeah,
and they just went up and ruined his day. Maybe he was enjoying seeing. 24 hours is a long time. I said more than 24 hours. I mean, you got to be hungry, thirsty, whatever.
yeah.
So I'm going. It was the right thing to do, absolutely. But I just wonder. He was just
I'm, glad-
enjoying the view.
I'm glad I wasn't stuck in under a car or something. If it
Well,
took him 24 hours to come get the cute cat off the top of the power pole, how long would it take to come get ugly, fat, grumpy me out from under a car?
and of course, the dangerous part is it is a power pole, so a lot of danger there. So, but that is, I mean, that's a long time. I mean, I can imagine phones were ringing off the hook. I mean, you have to think they got notified way before that, right? I mean, you think, Rob?
I don't know. Or they may have called and said, hey, this cat's been up there on top of this power pole for over 24 hours. Might only took him 5 minutes to get there. We don't know.
We don't know. So,
I tell you, let's just assume that the person that called said, hey, that cat's been up there since yesterday about this time. Y'all might want to come get him down. And then within 10 minutes, they had the fire truck there, run the ladder up there, guy ran up there and got it, and away they went. Let's just assume that. How about that?
I'm
Because I
good
don't
with
want
it.
to say they're doing a bad job because we don't know.
Well, it said a resident spotted the cat perched, but there's just, and I didn't post the rest of the story. You could probably look it up and find out. But I just thought that was interesting. I see this in TV shows, but I can't remember the last time Maybe I heard about a cat, so they come out and get a cat off top of a roof. Maybe I've heard about that, but that's not something I commonly hear about. Is a cat that's on top of something. They have to bring out the old rescue ladder or whatever and come get the cat down. You don't normally hear that.
It is said here that the cat is perched precariously at the top. What does that look like? Was he like on his front feet, hanging on for your life or something?
That may be media talk right there. Precariously.
Precariously. Precarious.
You know what they thought? They thought, well, it's a good story, but I don't have a lot of info. So let me throw a little bit of me in here, and I'm gonna pump up this story a little bit and make it sound even more interesting. Precariously.
Now, I think you and I could have done a lot better job with this story if we were going to do that. Okay. Animal rescuers in British Columbia enlisted the help of utility crews to rescue a cat stranded for more than 24 hours at the top of a power pole. All right. Now, see.
Wait a minute. That's an interesting thing. Animal rescuers. So maybe this is why it took so long. Animal rescuers, maybe we're trying to talk the cat down for a while.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
I mean, if you look at that, I mean, the lady got in touch with the animal rescue, and they come out and said, "Oh, we'll talk. It's 30 feet up, though. You couldn't say it low. You'd have to speak up a little bit. Maybe they were putting food out, and here, kitty.
I'm still. You caught me. Speak up. Yeah, you're gonna have to speak up. He's 30 feet over your head. You're gonna have to speak up.
Well, it ain't like you just said it. That's my point.
No, I mean, no, dude. You're missing my. Wait a minute. You got to speak up.
I mean, audible level.
Oh, okay. He's 30 feet over your head. Yeah, you speaking up. I'm sorry. I was out mowing today. I got overrated and I've got the sillies tonight. Okay. So the utility crews. All right. Number one, animal rescuers is way too tame. We're going to have to call that Save Our Pets. Save Our Pets in, I don't like British Columbia. Why can't it just be Columbia? So it'd be Save Our Pets in Columbia enlisted. That sounds too military-like. Okay. They forced they forced utility crews to come to their location so they could save a cat. So they could save a feline pet that had been abandoned for more than a day at the top end of a power pole. Yes.
So here's the story we don't. This is the untold story. See, animal rescuers trying to get the cat down. They can't do it, so they call in the help. So never wanting to miss an opportunity to justify all this equipment and everything and the cost, they said, we got to get the media on this. We're going to get a cat down. So they had to get the media moment, maybe. We got to have TV cameras. We got to have somebody writing the story. They didn't do it very well, and we'll get some press out of this. Get some FaceTime on the TV or something.
If we'll
be on TikTok.
Good and well, if we had been there, you and me together, teaming up on this, when they brought that cat down, we'd have went out there and started chewing them out. He goes up there every day. What are y'all doing? He's been going up there for 6 months and y'all just now care about it? What the heck's going on? If y'all lost y'all's mind.
He's got rights. Leave that cat alone. That's his perch, not yours.
Yeah.
I mean, Robert,
perches matter.
Look at it like this. You're in the same room you're in right now. You have what for the cats?
I got a cat tree, 2 cat trees,
Okay. Well, yours is what? 3 foot tall, 4 foot,
6 foot.
6 foot. Well, this
Yeah.
cat said, "My gosh,
Now I
I got
want a
a
30
30
foot.
foot." And I'm climbing past some power so that anybody who would want to come up and bother me probably ain't going to make they're not going to live
Yeah.
because I know how to get through this safely
Yeah.
because I'm a cat. But some old dog or whatever they think might try to climb up there, they're going to get turned back because they're going to fall or they're going to get electrocuted. And the old cat says, "I got this." And wouldn't you know it, here comes the
They go up
guys
there and
they go up there and get them. I bet the cat's still mad.
I bet the cat got the last laugh though.
How's that?
I bet when they reach out there and grabbed him, he had enough static electricity built up in his fur, it shocked the snot out of him. We can only hope. We can only hope. That poor cat.
There's some things it's dangerous to reach for with your hands. A cat could be one of those if it
Yep.
didn't want to be bothered.
Mm-hmm.
You better have a good glove on. That's all I got to say.
Well, it's a utility company, so they probably did.
Now, who took credit for it? The lady who called, the animal rescuers, or the utility workers? Because somebody's taking credit for all this.
Oh, it's going to be the animal workers. I guarantee you, it's going to be the animal workers. The lady that called just got chewed out from the guy up the street. My bird is stuck in the tree. You got to quit. Y'all got to quit. We go get off on a rabbit. And we got to go be able to do anything else.
Let's look at this one, Rob.
Maybe just 2 arms left.
Oh man,
I'm gonna throw this out there. If a cat can climb up it, he can climb down it.
well, that's what I think.
And I think the last time I saw someone do the rescue my cat out of a tree thing, I think it was one of them superhero movies, and he had heat ray vision and just brought the cat right on down.
There is another option in the house when your cat decides it wants to climb. There is another option. It just knocks everything over.
Yeah,
The Christmas tree, the shelf, the
dude,
whatever. It just it's like a WWE takedown.
it is. And I've got 3 of these huge 6-foot cat trees. Okay, and I got one on each side of a china
Oh my
cabinet.
gosh.
Okay, one on each side, and they go up one cat tree, run across the top of the china cabinet, and down the other. And then I've got a short one over here, and it's only about 3 foot. But I've got 18, 21 feet of cat tree in this house. If you stack them all up together, it'd be 21 feet worth. And I'm gonna tell you something: they don't ever get stuck. They can get up and down anything they want to. Now, granted, 30 feet's a lot further, but dadgum.
Yeah, and power.
Yeah.
There is the danger. I get it. Because of the power.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe the cat maybe had issues and he just
Now,
said,
wait a minute. I've seen squirrels run all over them power lines my whole life. And when you go dove hunting, you'll see them, or when you go driving down the road, you'll see dove lined up on them power lines. Leave the cat alone.
I've also seen some squirrels like this.
Have you seen the video of the flying squirrel that faked his death?
I think so.
If y'all haven't seen that, y'all need to look it up. It is hilarious. He laid down. He had the road laid across him, and he's all sprawled out. Didn't like where he was, moved it up, and then went right back.
Animals are amazing.
Oh, man.
They really are.
Yeah.
So every time we do news, we have to include something with animals. It's just
Yes.
it's just funny, man.
We're not advocating being mean to cats at all.
No, I just think the cat had the attitude. I'm staying up here till I want to come down.
Yeah. Yeah. Y'all want me to come down? I ain't doing it.
Now, if the precariously meant that the cat was like trying to test the waters and was afraid, that's a different story. But if the cat was just sitting there perched, it said perched, but it said precariously perched. It's just watching all this.
Yeah. He's
Oh,
like, what are you idiots doing? Leave me alone.
raises little paw up and waves at him.
Oh no, he's only standing on 3 legs, and he's
How y'all doing?
okay.
Y'all look really small from up here.
I want to pet you. Can I take you home? No.
I'm gonna kill you, Rob. Here it is. We know what the cat said. Cool.
Koala.
It was the Tim Conway of cats.
It was a Tim Conway, Harvey Korman moment. Koala. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. We're gonna have to get off this one. We're gonna be stuck on a power pole like cat was.
We've already went off the rail.
Yes. All right. What's the next one you got here?
I don't know, man. Just pick one. There's one about a bear.
I'm gonna go
Three
straight down
bears.
the line. I'm going straight down the line.
No.
Trappers hunting for alligator in Lake Erie. What?
There is a picture of him or a little video somebody took. So he's a 4 to 5 foot long alligator swimming in the lake. So somebody has went south and got him a baby gator and released it in Lake Erie. So
Okay.
it's grown, I guess. I would hope they didn't transport it back 4 to 5 foot long. By the way, they say
years for them to get
sewer workers find gators all the time because people will they buy them and they want them for a little pet.
How much of that is true and how much of that is urban legend?
About being in the sewer?
Yeah.
About them being in the sewer?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll buy it because I'm not going down there to look.
Okay.
If they tell me that there's gophers down there that are 3 foot long, I'm going with it.
Okay. I'm going to throw this out there on this one. Number one, I don't think they hauled a 4 or 5 foot alligator from down here in Georgia or Florida or Louisiana or wherever.
I don't either.
All the way back up there.
I don't either.
Now, there's a video, and it says the video was taken, on Lake Erie. How do we know that?
Well, I guess we're just going to have to take that news organization's word that they did that.
UPI, what's that?
UPI News.
Okay. All right. So she got a video of this alligator. Now, I have seen some remote controlled alligator heads that look awfully like an alligator.
So you're automatically going to this ain't true.
Yeah. Look at the person's name look at the person's name who posted the video. Stenna Roach. That right there. The whole, Roach, yeah. Stenna Roach, yeah, okay. Come on now. She may have smoked one. I don't know. I'm just not buying a 4 to 5 foot long alligator in Lake Erie.
I'm on the opposite side. I'm gonna play the other side. I say this is real.
Well, I'm going to say that alligators can't run over if their noses freeze shut.
Well, you don't know how long it's been in there.
Well, it ain't been in there too long. Well, it's got to be in there for a while because they didn't haul a 4 or 5 foot alligator in a car.
Rob, think about it. They could have raised that thing for a while.
Oh, okay. Well, that's true. And it could have got loose.
It could have got loose, and they're afraid to tell anybody because they don't want to get in trouble. Think about human nature, man. Are you going to call? Yeah, this is Robin. I had this gator that I got down in Florida, and he's a pet, and I've had him for a good while. His name is Chuck Norris, and he's a bad boy. And I can't find him. He's loose on the streets of Bainbridge somewhere. I think he's looking for the monkeys.
The last I heard, he was looking for a monkey to eat. No. See, I wouldn't be calling nobody on that. I wouldn't have to.
Exactly.
4 or 5 foot, shoot, he's eating size.
So
I'm just joking.
Rob
Joking.
says no. I say yay. What say y'all? We,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
got more people popping in the
Y'all
stream.
weigh in on this.
Put in the
Is it,
chat. You can just put a Y for yes or an N for no. And are we buying this story that there was a 45-foot alligator swimming around in Lake Erie? I go, yes, I believe it.
no.
So
I
Rob's a solid no. I'm a solid yes. I believe the gator is there.
well,
Hey, they've been believing in the Loch Ness Monster for a lot longer than I'm believing in this.
I ain't. Hey,
But
did you know they pretty much proven that the Loch Ness Monster is not a thing?
how could
And
they
did
prove
you
that?
hear how they did it?
How could they prove that?
They actually went out. There was several scientists working together, and they took water samples from all over the lake and tested for DNA in the water samples. They found DNA from fish, deer, uh, different species of fish, some waterfowl, stuff like that. Nothing unknown. Nothing.
Dude, come on, man. Are you really going to
I'm gonna go with that.
that? I'm not a scientist, but are you telling me that they took enough water samples that there wouldn't be? I mean, you're telling me that every part of
They
that
haven't
body
tested
of
every
water.
drop of water. They took representative water samples from different parts of the
That
lake.
sounds like the bunch of baloney that they use in climate change, man. Come on.
Well, they can't test the whole dad Blaine Lake.
I'm telling you, but that's fuzzy math, man. That's fuzzy data. Come on,
Okay,
man.
okay.
I'm
It's a
not saying
lot
I
less
believe in the Loch
fuzzy,
Ness monster, but that sounds like scientific mumbo jumbo.
but they did find evidence of the freshwater eels that are prevalent in the lake, and large amounts of samples on that. But they pretty much proved there ain't no way it could be there anyway. It's a dinosaur, right? Well, we don't know what it is, but it would have to date back for a long time. It's been there forever, supposedly. I ain't buying that either. Oh, you don't put me back up on screen.
Yeah, I want everybody to see your face quoting all this proof.
Oh, well, it's the most conclusive test they've been able to
This
do today.
guy
Other
or
than,
this way, whichever it comes out.
it's a lot more conclusive than than hey, y'all ain't gonna believe what. Oh, I'm sorry. Uh, I can't do the accent.
Anyway,
I saw y'all ain't gonna believe what I saw. That sounded more like Quint from Jaws.
we've already established that you can't do
You wait till
accents
we
very
get
well.
home. You wait till we get home. Wait till you text him and then see what I brung him. He gonna have a heart attack.
Come on, man. That's bad.
Okay. There we go. I got it. We'll go. All right.
So you don't believe the gator. I believe gator. We both say no on the Loch Ness monster. I just
Let's
don't
see.
believe in the methodology that you said that they proved that.
Yes, Tire Man. The alligator absolutely can reduce his heart rate and he can stay underwater for longer times. But if his nose actually freezes shut or ice covers it, he won't wake up. He'll suffocate. That's why they have the gator line. It's real similar to the gnat line. Yes, David, there's a gator line too.
Well, I'm above the
You need a
gator
bigger
line
boat.
also. You can keep the gnats and the gators, baby. I don't want it. Yeah, we're going to need a bigger boat.
All right. So I've got to tell this. When my wife was getting ready to move down here, she was very nervous of the fact there's a pond about 15 yards from my front porch. And at the time, it had an alligator in it. This is my uncle's pond. And she got real nervous about this alligator. And she was having nightmares about the gator babies coming up and biting her on the toes. And before she left work, they got her, right before she moved out, her work got her this turkey. And it's got crinkly paper and stuff on it. It's pretty big, pretty good size, Dave. you know. Yeah, and they said it was a gator decoy. So if the alligators got chased her, she could just throw that behind her and they'd chase that instead of her. They were taking care of her.
How big was the gator?
About 4.5, 5 foot. You know how I know? I went fishing over in that pond. I was checking to see if there was any bass in there or bigger catfish, and I was throwing a top water plug. That's how we found out there was an alligator in there. And he beat the plug back to the dock, and I set a hook in him because he swam up to it and said, hey, he thought it was something to eat. And I had him on the line for about 30 minutes. I don't ever want to do that again. I had to let him go.
Whatever happened to the gator?
Huh?
Whatever happened to the gator?
I don't know.
So you don't know if it's
the gator went over got in the creek. I don't know.
But it's not there anymore.
Well, that one's not. I don't know if there's another one moved in yet or not. But that one packed up and moved out.
Moving on up.
Moving on up to the creek. Moving on up to the creek.
Oh.
Are we going to let that lay right there?
I don't know what else to do with it. There's a lot of things just flashing in my brain, but I don't have full control of them yet. I think I'll just let that lay there.
Okay. This next one you got.
I may circle back, as Saki said. I may circle back.
No. Ain't no point in circling back, and we're going backwards. We got to go forwards. We don't want to live in the past.
Oh! You do this all the time. I'm gonna go back to something we said earlier. Oh, sorry, Dave. I got to go back.
Oh, we got a comment. Somebody jump in here on this. Oh, that alligator moved to Lake Erie.
Hey,
I'll move up here.
He might have hitchhiked.
Yeah. Who gave him a ride?
Going north. Well, who else you think? Uncle Jeb.
I was thinking Crocodile Dundee might have been out. Good day, mate. I need to make me a new pair of shoes. Tired of wearing these things made out of koala. If y'all don't know the koala thing that we're doing, you need to look up Carol Burnett and Tim Conway and Harvey Korman and the koala thing. It's just amazing. Sorry, we've been stuck on that one for a while now. All right, this next one has the word hippopotamuses in it. So we got to look that one up, but we need to run a commercial first.
Yeah, we better do that.
Yeah, let's run a quick commercial. You got that?
Well, I can. Hang on just a second there, and we'll pop the first one up here. Let's see here. All right. Here at the Southern Fried Podcast, one of the blessed things we've been able to do is partner with the wonderful people at Animal Rescue Alliance, Inc., ARA. These folks are a no-kill shelter in Donaldsonville, Georgia. You see the contact info on the screen. And these folks would love to have you come adopt a dog or a cat. They have folks that come from all over the United States, not just the state of Georgia. They're great folks. It's been a wonderful partnership between Southern Fried Podcast and ARA. And we've been blessed to meet some of the folks that have adopted animals from ARA. Also, we've been able to encourage people to donate and volunteer. They encourage volunteers that are in the area, and they're just wonderful people. We'd love for you to contact them, meet them too, go on their website, see some of the animals, and we know you'll want to partner with them too by taking a dog or a cat to their forever home. Join with us, the Southern Fried Podcast, in support of this great work of the Animal Rescue Alliance, Inc., ARA. We know you'll be happy you did. I know we are.
Okay, we're all back now. See how quick I did that?
You did.
I even washed hands too. All right, I'm going to put you on that side of the screen now. You've got one here that said something about hippopotamuses. I got to find that one. because that is one we definitely got to get on. All right.
All right.
All right. Hippopotamuses. I want a hippopotamus. Okay. Can become airborne for substantial periods of time, researchers discover.
Now, this is also a poorly written headline because it's not substantial.
Okay.
They are moving because they can move a lot faster at their size than people think they can. But if you
Yeah.
look down in the article, it's 0.3 seconds at a time as they really are kind of hopping along. They're moving and they are more than other animals, not just picking up feet. They're actually becoming a little bit airborne. But substantial is a bad word there.
Uh,
But up to 8,000 pounds, as they're moving fast, they found that they can be a little bit of Air Jordan just for a minute.
dude. Okay. Read the whole thing. The mammals, which weigh up to 8,000 pounds, can often leave the ground when moving fast, which differs from other animals like rhinos and elephants. Research by the Royal Veterinary College, RVC, found that the animals could be up in the air for up to 0.3 seconds at a time when moving fast. Okay. Uh, the image that I have is a hippopotamus dancing around in a ballerina uniform, ballerina tutu or something, gently twirling on its feet in Swan Lake.
Well, you wouldn't be thinking that if you were near a body of water where they were at, and
Oh no,
it went a little airborne to get you.
yeah, but I'm not saying that hippopotamuses aren't one of the most terrifying animals on the world. In the world, they are. Hippopotamuses, they kill a bunch of people every year. In fact, I think they're one of the most deadliest animals in Africa, aren't they?
I believe so. And what's faster, the gator or the hippopotamus?
It depends on which is bigger. And which one's running for their life. I mean, if I was a crocodile and a hippopotamus was chasing me, I believe I could book it. I believe I could.
I just mean if they were chasing you, which one you think's faster?
The hippopotamus, definitely.
Yeah, I'm going the hippo.
Yeah, but how good is its sense of smell?
That I do not know because I really don't want to get that close to find out.
I'm pretty sure if I was in a race with the hippopotamus and he was winning, that I've got some pretty good hippopotamus deterrent that I could let fly. And would be letting fly. I'm just saying.
Who knows? Maybe that is not a deterrent for the hippo.
Well, hope it ain't like ketchup. Dude, don't do that to me. Get back on the other side.
Let me boot it out.
Oh, Lord. That's like, I've been going along with this. Make this hippopotamus a Christian. Thank you, Lord, for this meal I'm about to receive.
Yeah, he's not concerned with anything but attack and kill, most likely. They say that they do kill their fair share, which gators do too, of coming up on a body of water.
Yeah,
and they're caught before you know it.
And and to think of something that weighs as much as a hippopotamus being as fast as they are, you're not outrunning it.
No.
No.
I wouldn't even want to try. But I mean, no.
Now this would have been a funny thing. Steve Irwin and a hippopotamus. Hey, crikey, here. Let's look down here at the pond here and see how many hippopotamuses we can see.
That's that's horrible, Steve Irwin, dude. That sounds
I
like
said crikey and everything. Get off me.
what's you know what it sounded like to me? It almost sounded like that. What was the kid on that show that had the big glasses on, his britches pulled?
What?
What was the
Oh,
name of that
Urkel?
show? Urkel. What was it?
Family Matters or something. Was that it?
I remember that. That's what you were doing.
Got any cheese?
Oh man, they're gonna think we're drinking tonight, man.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
it's been a long day.
Yes, it has. Yes, Tyler, man. I'd hopefully I'd be the fastest too.
Well,
Yeah.
you only have to be as faster than the slowest guy. So you. So in this case, if it was me and you,
I'm hamstrung either way.
I mean, no,
You
you'd
know.
beat me because I wouldn't be able to outrun you.
Look,
Bad knee.
I did some very close and calculated math. It took me about 3 days to figure out. I've got about 12 seconds of running left in my lifetime. Saving that to chase the ice cream truck.
Okay.
So no, I'm not running. Hippopotamus is going to get you. Hate that.
Now let's go back. You like to go back. What's more believable here? The 4 to 5 foot gator in Lake Erie or the hippopotamus?
The hippopotamus being able to get off the ground for 0.3 seconds is a lot more believable than an alligator in Lake Erie. Because they did say he was running. He was moving fast.
I'm still believing both of these stories. I'm believing the alligator is there in Lake Erie. He's going to become a cult hero. They're going to come up with a name for him, and they'll end up being festivals and everything else. They're rooting against the trappers. No, they don't want them to find him.
I'm not.
They're hoping he wins.
Nope. Gator's not there. All right. Do we want to go with the black bear now? Oh,
I like this one.
Okay. Let's see what we got. Come on. Why ain't it coming up?
Oh, Robert's killed the news story.
I have not killed the news story.
Well, if it
I can't
uploaded,
get any of them to come up now. What'd you do?
What did you do? Robert that's Robert is gone. That's the revenge of the alligator. Oh man, let's go up and see if we can't find that story. Here is the one about the black bears. There we go. So a black bear and a cub destroy a car in Connecticut after getting trapped inside. It's from AP. Winstead, Connecticut. Trapped inside a car, the adult black bear and cub thrashed about. The horn was blaring and the radio blasting. Outside the car, a second cub ran around in apparent distress by the Connecticut home. State Environmental Conservation Police were called. I've never heard of that. Environmental Conservation Police were called by the startled vehicle owner on the morning of July 15th. They opened a door and the two bears ran off into the woods, safe and sound with the third bear. The car's interior, however, wasn't so fortunate. It was completely torn apart. The incident in Winstead is in the state's northwest corner, not far from Massachusetts, was documented in photos and video taken by the car's owner, who captured images of the bears in the car and the resulting destruction on a cell phone. Officials believe they got in the vehicle by opening a door, but it's not clear how the door then closed. Were they trying to carjack? So this one I'm buying too, although I think there might be a little I don't think they closed the doors on their own. I think they just got in there and had at it. Of course, I was moving the car so much, maybe that shook the door closed. But it sounded like somebody was looking for a video up. But there was video or pictures of I saw them on the story of the bears inside the car. So there was two main suspects, and then there was a third accomplice. And I want to know this: who walks up to the car with a bear? I guess the state environmental conservation police walked up, and they opened the door, and the two bears ran off. But the third bear, I guess, just stood at attention and didn't do anything. So, again, there's probably more to the story, but but I believe this story too because I saw the pictures. But it reminds me of the old Andrew Griffith show where the bear gets in the car and the mayor's attacked and he's run up the tree and Barney and Andy's on top of the car and they're saying, if you just let me run my office like I want to, you wouldn't be up a tree and we wouldn't have a bear in the car. I don't want to, and again, animals can do things. I mean, it's not that hard to open a car door if it's not locked. Or if it was locked, it would be harder. But if it's not locked, you could get that opening and they could get inside. Maybe they smelt food and just decided to get in there. Or maybe, like I said, the music. That's another thing. The music was playing, the horns going on. I mean, what was going on with that? That's kind of wild, but. I'm helping Robbie. He had to reboot, so we'll give him another link back into the podcast. But I wonder what was playing on the radio. What kind of music was the Bears thrashing to and having some fun here as they ripped the inside of the car up? So maybe the music made them more aggressive, or maybe they felt like they were caged, up, and they couldn't get out. So they got wild. It also reminds me of the Tommy Boy. I mean, come on, who couldn't remember that? They throw the deer in the back, and they think that the deer is dead, and then all of a sudden the deer is going crazy, and they jump out of the car. But that's what this story reminds me of is Tommy Boy and the deer going crazy. And Tommy said that was awesome. Oh, sorry about your car, Richard. They tore up that classic car. But this is an interesting one, Rob. I mean, these two bears get in, a third accomplice on the outside of the car. Somehow the doors close, music's playing, they're blowing the horn, and they're ripping the car to shreds. And I love this title, the State Environmental Conservation Police. They come out. Can we just say down here we wouldn't call them the State Environmental Conservation Police. We would probably just call them Game Warden. These new titles and stuff, I'm assuming that's what this was. But they walk up and just open the door and they run off into the night. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they had a long stick or something, or I don't know. But I don't think if I'm watching them thrash a car all up that I'm going to go up and just open the door. Plus, there's a third bear. Now, I don't know how big the bear was. Maybe he wasn't that intimidating. But, you got younger bears and an adult bear. You got cubs. I mean, they can go crazy. They'll attack you over their cubs.
Well, I wonder.
Go ahead.
They make those dog suits to protect you from being attacked by a dog or stuff like that. I wonder if they make a bear suit.
Man, that would have to be one heck of a bear suit.
Could you
come
see
on,
the guy,
man?
like the kid on A Christmas Story walking up to the car? Wait a minute. We got
my question to all this is, what were the bears listening to on the radio? They said the radio was blasting. So what kind of music you think they were jamming to there as they were ripping the car? With a little Metallica maybe, or
Metallica or Motley Crue?
Okay, if it's Motley Crue, what song was playing on the radio if it's Motley Crue?
Smoking in the boys' room. That's easy. That's easy.
I think it's Wild Side.
Oh, come on, that's too easy.
What about if
No.
If it
I
was
can tell you,
what if it was Metallica, Inner Bear Man?
no, they was listening to the theme from Grizzly Adams.
Okay.
That's what it was. I
Maybe,
remember.
maybe they didn't like what was on the radio, and that made them mad.
Yeah.
Let's
So
go
they're
the other
listening.
way here. Maybe the music was so bad, the bear said, I'm not, I can't get out. They're stuck. By the way, let's just walk this little rabbit just for a minute. You would thrash around too if you were stuck inside of an enclosed place that you couldn't get out of. And what song was blasting on the radio? What would it be?
Anything that was ever played on the Lawrence Welk show.
Touche. I have to agree. My mom watched that every, what was it, Sunday night or whatever. Oh, it was torture. I played with my cars and stuff. I was just a little kid, but oh man, yeah. Or there's several. I mean, maybe it was some Taylor Swift playing. I don't know.
Oh, don't make all the Swifties mad at us.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We like Taylor Swift too. Really?
You do? You got all of her albums? CDs. I'm
yeah.
dating myself here. Well, not even CDs. Downloads now.
Yeah, I got
Taylor Swift. Maybe it was I don't know, Billy Ray Cyrus or something like that. That was, blasting achy breaky. They said, you know what, I got to get out of here.
Take this. No, I'm telling you, it was Lawrence Welk show.
The worst. My mom loved the song, and I hated it, and it's the worst video ever. I'm making that statement right now. It was I'm trying to think of the guy's name that sung it. It's the worst video. And it was the guy that sung Key Largo. And they played that song on the light radio things for like doctor's offices or something. What was that guy's name? Robert something. Tarman agrees with me. What was that guy's name? Anyway, it was Key Largo. And the video is absolutely horrendous, man. It looks like they hired a girl to play the girl interest in this, and they must not have paid her much because she looks totally disinterested in the dude. I think he's playing himself in the video. It's horrible. Bernie Higgins, that's it. My mom loved this show and made me listen to it. That's the one that would make me go nuts. Oh, I hated that song. Hated that video more.
I've heard it.
I could handle the song more than I can handle the video. That's bad. But you know what? Sure. He made a career out of that song. I don't think he ever did anything else. I mean, sorry if you're a fan of his and you say, oh, he had a lot of good songs on albums. Because you always hear that, how, a one-hit wonder, and always be that fan that goes, oh, I liked a lot of their songs. They had some real classics. I mean, everybody else is going, really? Seriously? However, some one-hit wonder songs were good, and some bands never did anything else. But there were some really good ones. I'm not putting down the one-hit song because you made it, and you made a lot of money, you made a career out of it, even if you end up by the end of your career playing some bowling alley on the not.
I just want to know.
We're glad to be here. What did I always call that? I'm sorry. What did I always call that? It was always lane what? That was it was the last lane that would add a number, and that was what the little lounge was at the bowling alley, and if they were allowed to serve alcohol. And sometimes they would have singers in there, and it would be hokey. I mean, it would be not that great. Somebody they wasn't paying them nothing. They probably bought them a cheeseburger or something. That's where the one-hit wonders, by the end of their career, they're playing in some little lounge somewhere with some velvet top suits on and saying, and they save that song to the very end to force people to have to listen to all their crap that they. And it works because everybody gets drunk because they're waiting on that one song, and they're like, could you just get to the song? And because some guy's wife, like me, like was my mom, some guy's wife is going, I want to hear the song. It was my favorite song. And he only had one song that was any good, or it's not even that good. And they wait, and they just get soused because they're waiting. And finally, at the end, it's like, okay, I know you love this song, and it's everybody's about passed out and laying on the tables, and there's always one or two that are standing up going, yeah, because there ain't but about 5 people in the whole thing anyway. That's what happens to one-hit wonders at the end. Sad ending.
Sad. not all one hit wonders wound up like that, y'all.
No,
But
but most did.
well,
Or
okay.
they went and got a regular job because they just couldn't make a living like that.
Yeah. Huh. That is very sad, Dave.
Well,
That is a sad
look
way
at the
for them
band
all to
before they got the band back together in the Blues Brothers. Where were them dudes playing? I mean, look.
Well, yeah.
No. At that little lounge, they were wearing them hokey suits and everything, and he's got the, it was, and even Dan Aykroyd and John Belushi were like, what are you doing, man? Like, what are you playing here, man? This is like, we're a band, man. Come on, they didn't trust him. They knew he was crazy. He was full of it. It was all lying. They knew all that. But he did point out something to him, like, look where you're at. I mean, where's your self-esteem? I mean, are you not ashamed of what you're doing? They had to say, yeah, this is horrible. Let's get out of here. And jail was worse playing than that place.
They were. I'm still saying that's one of the best movies of all time.
Blues Brothers.
Did you get that clip that I sent you of that guy singing I Knew an Old Lady? I can't remember. He played Santa Claus in Miracle on 34th Street.
When did you send it?
Lord.
Oh, if it's been that long, no. Or if I did, I forgot. Remember, I'm elderly.
I know.
I forget stuff. I probably watched it and laughed at it. Or was it funny, or was it just supposed to be good?
Oh, it was just. It was the. All right, y'all gonna have to help me. Who was it that played Santa Claus and Miracle on 34th Street? Very famous movie. Very famous guy. Everybody knows him. And I cannot say his name. Let me do it this way.
Just say it. Just say what you mean. You can't remember his name. Not I can't say it.
I can't say it. It's right like on the tip of my tongue.
Oh, sure.
I'll tell you.
It's the side on Miracle on 34th Street. What's that got to do with the rest of the story? We don't need his name.
All right.
Just go with it.
I know an old lady who swallowed a fly. And it was absolutely amazing. For him to be singing that song, and it's not an ugly song, it's a funny song, it's a ditty, and it'll stick in your head forever. No, it wasn't. Why can I not say his name? Okay. So you obviously, because you would have remembered it.
I guess I missed it. Maybe I'll just play the other side, which people use this excuse sometimes. I don't guess your text come through. Well, you did have to reboot a while ago, so maybe it was some kind of technological.
I mean, it just shut down completely.
I saw that. It was funny, like you couldn't pull nothing up, and then you just was like, poof, you were gone.
Yeah.
I went to go try to pull it up. Next thing I know, you just froze.
Burl Ives.
Oh yeah, Burl Ives, great singer.
Yeah.
But he wasn't the original guy in the Miracle on 34th Street, dude. I do not believe.
He was in one of those Santa Claus movies, I know.
Well, he was in Rudolph. He was in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, dude. I mean, come on.
But no, he actually did play Santa Claus.
He probably did. He had that kind of look, but that's not the guy. I mean, I know that. I can't remember his name. Trust me, I watched that movie every year because my mom watched it. I'm not saying it's a good movie, but I watched it every year, and I'll still catch it even to this day. And that wasn't Burl Ives; it was somebody else.
Okay,
I'm almost certain of that. Come on, man. But Burl Ives is a great singer. By the way, my favorite Burl Ives movie was Big Country, when he played a bad guy. That movie he just cracks me up in that movie. And Chuck Connors plays his no good, rotten son. And if you've never seen that movie, I mean, it's got several stars in it. Gregory Peck, I think, no, it's not Gregory Peck. Is it Gregory Peck? But anyway, he plays the other guy that comes in. And anyway, it's a battle between families. You got it's one family. It's really two guys that hate each other, and they drag their whole families into this ongoing battle against each other. And Gregory Peck, I believe it was, comes in, plays the love interest of the good, who they consider are good. They think of themselves as good. his daughter, and but it is a lot of dynamics back and forth. But he is great in that movie. I for some reason I'd never seen it for a long time, and one day I watched it. I thought this is a great movie. I love this. Burl Ives, amazing
Yes.
singer though, amazing singer,
Yeah.
absolutely silver
But
and gold.
he was singing, and if you've never heard the song, it's a ditty. You know, I know an old lady who swallowed a fly. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. Perhaps she'll die. And I know an old lady who swallowed a spider. It jiggled and wiggled and tickled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. Now I don't know why she swallowed the fly, but perhaps she'll die. And he goes all the way through, and it's got a lot of steps to it. But it just seeing him sing that song was absolutely amazing, and it cracks me up. For him to be singing it, it cracks me up. So I'll let this whole rabbit go with that.
Fact checker, Tire Man here says Edmund Green was the first Santa on 34th Street.
Yes, he was.
Okay.
It was. He didn't play in any of the bigger movies. I thought he did. I thought he played Santa in Miracle 34th Street. And that was just so I was wrong, and that was an honest mistake, and I'll admit it.
Well, we do that all the time. That's why we appreciate the chat. People do
Yeah.
some. We don't have a deep staff here, you know.
Yeah.
So sometimes we have Chris, but we rely on our chat folks in chat to keep us straight, you know, because
Keep me straight.
But you
All
know,
right.
by the way, whenever Robert talks about his fishing stories, he does catch some big fish, but sometimes he does stretch it just a little bit. If there's not video, I'm not believing it, because Robert will never let the truth get in the way of a good story, right, Rob?
That's right.
But there is some big fish there. I mean, he definitely has caught some big fish, or somebody caught them and handed them to him. We don't have proof of that. You caught those. Earl may have caught those, and I say, "Hey, hold these up. I want to get a picture of them with you."
You really think?
You better look down in the chat, big boy, because I'm going to tell you the backup is on the scene.
That's fine. I love Earl to death. You think he'd let me hold his fish up, take a picture with him? You have lost your ever love. No. No more than I'd let him pick up my fish and hold them. No. We don't do that. That is not fun. That's not right. And we don't play them games.
It's okay. I believe that you caught the fish. I'm just giving you a hard time. I believe it as much as I believe the alligator is swimming around Lake Erie. I believe it. If that makes you feel better.
No, that doesn't make me feel better. Well, I'm quite sure you don't really believe a little bit. What? Baby.
He's just not catching up.
Wow.
And you thought I was laughing at you.
I thought you were laughing at me. You was laughing
no, I was laughing at the comments. I'm over here dying. I said, look down in the comments, guy.
That's not very nice. I love you, though.
Confirmation that the old goat, he expands the story a little bit.
No. What's this other one? We got to look at it now. You picking on me too hard. You're going to hurt me feelings. You're going to make me cry.
And there was another one. I think there was another one. I don't remember what it was about.
There's one more.
I didn't realize I picked all animal stories, but that's cool. I like animal stories.
Yes.
They're cool.
Uh-oh. Comment. What'd you say? Yep.
See, he can't hardly leave the chat right now because he's afraid. He's afraid what you're going to put in that
I'm going to
chat.
miss something now. I don't want to miss it. I don't mind if I get on, but I want to be able to see what's being said. I want to laugh too.
Oh, see, right. The chat goes behind the wall when we pull these stories up, so he can't see. He just knows that there's something there because it alerts us that there is. So we don't know what's there until we pull it back up. So that's not fair from StreamYard. They ought to do better than that.
That's right.
One more here. Let's see what we got.
Letting it fly. I hope I don't lose connection this time.
Now, this is a very real kind of deal, man. This could really happen in any home.
Dog chomping on a lithium-ion battery sparked a serious house fire. This was in Tulsa, Oklahoma. That already kind of put some doubts in this for me.
You are the biggest doubter on every one of these stories. I'm buying it, man.
Okay, you've already admitted you're buying it. Okay. A dog chomping on a lithium-ion battery sparked a serious house fire in Oklahoma. And video of the moment the sparks begin to fly has been enlisted by a fire department to show the potential dangers of those batteries. The footage taken from the home and posted last week on the Tulsa Fire Department's Facebook page shows the dog gnawing on its choice of a chew toy atop one of two cushions set on the floor of a living room. Another dog can be seen on a couch and a cat on the floor as the dog bites down as sparks begin to shoot from the battery. The cat had something to do with this, I guarantee you. The dog pulls back, and soon the cushions are ablaze. Both dogs watched the growing fire at one point. The fire department said that the Tulsa area home was significantly damaged by the fire in May, but the two dogs and the cats escaped through a pet door. Okay, number one, I am not laughing because somebody's house got damaged by a fire. Okay. I am laughing because I am quite sure, because the cat was on the floor watching this whole thing go down. I'm quite sure the cat is the guilty party in this. And the dogs are sitting there, or both dogs watched the growing fire at one point. Well, yeah, they're looking back going, oh crap, what do we do? And then they're looking at each other, what'd you do?
You know what happened there. You know what happened here, man. The cat got up and kind of dusted its paws together and said, "Job well done." One for the cat.
The cat probably went and dunked the chew toy in some water and put it back over on the pillow and sat back and watched and waited. The cat's at fault. I'll guarantee you. I've got 4 of them. They're sneaky. Dude. Okay. This is some awesome writing here. Okay. The dog pulls back, and soon the cushions are ablaze. So, how do they know for sure it was the sparks began to shoot from the battery? Now, how do they? What if the chew toy was flint and steel, and he was chewing on it? That makes sparks.
That's a bad reach, man. That's a bad reach.
That's a bad reach. You know, I've just never. Let's see. What Tire Man say? I had a phone fall in my pocket at a certain place. When it went through the gears, it blew up and shook the phone. And me and Archie had to douse the fire. So apparently you can start a fire with a battery. But
the lithium ions are, and you can't put. It's hard to put them out. I mean,
isn't that those little round ones?
No, they can be different sizes, man. They can be different.
But this is for a dog's chew toy. I didn't know dogs' chew toys had lithium ion batteries. That don't seem right. Well, hey, I guess they could. I mean,
maybe the chew toy had, maybe it had, something that made a sound or something. Either the battery there, things, all this technology today.
Yeah, but I'm still just trying to picture the dogs. Yeah, I mean, they had both of those dogs had to be like looking at each other, going, "What'd you do?"
Hey, they had the good sense to get through the pet door.
Yeah. Well, the cat probably heard them through there, or they figured out the cat did it, was secretly at fault, and they chased him.
Maybe the cat, just went ahead and went that way, and they said, "Well,
that explains it all right there." It was the cat. The dogs realized it. They chased the cat out the pet door, and it went up on top of a power pole and was sitting up there precariously.
Oh yeah, I like
That's
it.
that's why he wasn't coming down, because them dogs were down there waiting on him.
And a hippo came running by and got the 0.3 seconds off. Some animal rescuers were there, along with the
Right.
state
That's how come they,
conservation police. And there was a car parked there that had two bears inside and one bear on the outside. And
they're
it was
carjacking.
just, yeah, they were carjacking, and you had all this stuff going on. And along, they're very close was the alligator swimming by. Puts it
Yes,
all
and you could
together.
hear, and in the background you could hear Burl Ives singing, "I know an old lady who swallowed a fly." We have this figured out, dude.
And
We
yeah,
got
and Bertie Higgins was playing on the car radio. That's why the Bears were ripping up the car because they got sick of that song,
yes,
Key
yes.
Largo.
We got this. We got this figured out.
We
Hey,
got
we
it.
know.
See, we can write
We,
a better story than they can.
oh yeah. Bear got scared and got in the car because he thought the old lady was going to swallow him too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, we
See,
got this Hump Day news thing down.
we give you some animal news, then we just tie it all together at the end,
Yeah, see, these people, these big networks, they don't know what they're doing. We can tell a much better story than they can.
And we didn't even use the word precariously.
That's right. Well, I did. But
By
I
the
still
way,
describe the cat.
the central figure in this is all of it is the cat.
It's the cat.
The cat is the star from front to end of this whole news cycle.
The
Cat
cat.
scared the bear. It all
That's
makes
why
sense.
that's why the one outside the car wasn't found.
Yeah. Well, they
Cat
found it. It ran off when the other two did. It just
It ran off because the cat was up there on top of that power pole telling him what he's fixing to do to him. The bear got scared. Not all of them, Tire Man. I got four good ones. They're not evil.
I have found that in this area of cats, you are either a cat person or you're not. And a lot of people that are not cat people, they don't like cats. I mean, they're just not like indifferent. They are very anti-cat to that comment. I hear this a lot. I don't know. Is there any other thing that's like that? I mean, I don't know. It's just I've had cats, I've had dogs, but um,
I'll
some
be
people
honest.
do not like a cat. They don't like the
I'll be
cat.
honest with you. All right. I like cats. Okay. I would consider myself to be a cat person. But cats, like dogs, each of them have their own personality. They're not all the same. Okay. But I find dogs to be one of the neediest animals on the planet. They are very needy. A cat, when they want to be petted, they'll let you know. When they want attention, they'll let you know. And Chuck can be pretty needy at times too. Don't get me wrong.
Well, what you showed me this morning, we're going to have a video made of that of the cats and their little
Yes,
routine. Of that would be
yes.
cool.
We did not teach her that. Jenny's dad taught her all that. But we'll do a video of that. But she sits up. She does. She'll uh, touch. She'll lay down. She'll give you four. She'll turn around for you. Uh, she'll jump down. She'll roll over. Yeah, and this is a cat. And how in the world he told?
Dude,
I don't know.
if you do that video and you put that up on TikTok, it'll get 5,000 views. I'm telling you, minimum.
I do. Where's the video at? Is that the one? Did we do a video? I don't think I have that video, Jim. Uh, we'll have to find that.
Yeah, find
If I've
that.
got a video, we'll put it up. We'll have it up this week if I've got it.
Front porch, man. I want to watch it on front porch. But put that up, man. I'm telling you, that will get 5,000 views minimum.
She says it's on my phone. I don't think I've got that one. I'll look real quick. I'll tell you what, I will put it up on Front Porch Talking. I don't want to be on the phone while we're on here. That's not nice.
Front porch. And Michael, I hope he can be with us Friday night. He's gonna he wants to come up and share a little bit of his story and be a cautionary tale to others about avoiding some physical complications, maybe. So we got a couple of, we got to hopefully have a guest, and maybe just maybe we'll have a cat video.
Yes.
I wonder if here's what I wonder if you put the cat video up and you put the same video of you doing those same things up. I wonder which one would get more views.
Dude, now that you brought that up, and you brought that up today, as a matter of fact, uh, we've got to do it that way. We've got to do the cat then me and see if I can do the same tricks
I'm
that the cat
telling you,
did.
man, that is so cool.
But
I love
I'm
it.
not doing it for cat treats. If I do it, I'm doing it for bacon and bacon only. Okay?
Bacon
If I'm
bits.
like a cat, I'm getting bacon.
You know what, Rob? If you did a video, I would let you get bacon off the pile early. I really would. That's how much I believe in this video. I'd cook you. I'd cook you a pound of bacon and let you get them one at a time as I cooked them. That's how much I believe.
So that means if I do this video, you love me more than your youngest, your baby boy.
No, I love him more. Obviously, he's my son, but
Oh,
you,
but I will have
hey,
earned.
Dad's got to be a dad.
But I will have earned
Teach him something.
my bacon. Okay, I got you.
I will say though, I can't, if he was in here, he's at work right now, but he does watch a lot of our stuff. But I bet if he was here, he would probably say the granddaughter could get one off there early.
And you'd let her too.
Well, I just don't remember if I ever have. But I'm sitting here thinking, have I ever let her do that?
You probably turned your head so you wouldn't see her do that. So you wouldn't have to make that sound,
I don't know if I've ever do that, but I do let her, and my wife, it kills them because I don't know. I'm very funny about people kind of touching my food or anything, because I am that crotchety old man or whatever you want to say. I've always been that way ever since I've been young. I don't like my food to touch too much. I don't like people, I hate it when they say, there's two different things. If I have food I'm not going to eat and you say, can I have that? 100 times out of 100, I'm going to say take it. But what I can't stand is somebody reaches as they're saying that. You're not going to eat that, are you? I mean, that drives me nuts. That makes me crazy.
Not tell me this kind of stuff, dude.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be out to eat somewhere. And I'm going to be like, Dave, you're going to be like, what? Were you going to eat that? I'd have to do it now just to see what your face looked like when I done it.
Oh,
yeah. It'd be like, if I told you that, you'd be doing the same thing to me. Hey, Robert, you going to eat that? I don't know.
Well, you wouldn't have to worry about it if it was grits or something like that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even attempt.
Hey, all you folks out there on X, we sure are glad y'all tuned in with us tonight.
Yes, thank you so much.
And all the rest of you especially. But my goodness, we're getting a good showing from X tonight. We're glad y'all are here.
Absolutely. Thank you to Southern Fried Podcast. If it's your first time watching or a return viewer, we appreciate you.
Yes.
We just do this program on Wednesday nights, but we've got a full slate of shows. We'll be back live again Friday morning with our morning news program and our morning show that we get woke up and going. And then Friday night is our front porch talking, sitting on the front porch, glass of sweet tea, talking about whatever. This week we're going to talk about pain management a little bit because poor old Michael, he's had to fight the pain.
Well, we appreciate that, Michael. He's trying to share us on X. Yeah, if y'all want to share us out or whatever, you feel free to. Like, follow, subscribe. That's all. We do this because it's fun for us. And we found some of you people out there some of the people out there enjoy us. And they come on here and they give us a hard time, and we like that, and they like that, and we're all about doing it for stuff because we enjoy it, and we want you to enjoy it too. And we do a lot of silly stuff on here, and we also do some serious stuff.
Well, our tagline says from the serious to the silly. You know,
Yeah.
we or the silly to the serious. You can flip that. We do both, but we like to have a good time.
I'm still stuck on the cat up on the power pole. Caused the whole thing.
Yeah, oh, yeah. It's the cat's fault.
The
He
cat fault.
started the mastermind.
You know. Now, Misty, my podcast kitty, she's laid up here on her cat tree just like she always does. And she was the one doing the tricks this morning. And she
Okay.
hangs out in here with me while I do my podcast. I don't know where Chuck has run off to. There ain't no telling. But Chuck Norris, that's the name of my little one-eyed, poor, helpless little one-eyed kitty.
I'm still amazed that you have 21 feet of cat tree.
I do.
21 feet. But I guess with 4 cats, you got to have plenty of footage.
Well, you know, the thing with cats is they always set up a social order of sorts. And you have the alpha cat, then you have the next one in line, then you have the next one in line, then you have the poor cat at the bottom that everybody just runs all over. And that's kind of Misty. But she'll stand up for herself, and Topanga will too, but usually Misty will, she gets pushed down to the bottom quite often by the other 3 cats. And so we try to keep everything balanced to where we have 4 food bowls. We only have 2 water bowls. We have 4 trees, cat trees for them. So it's balancing out slowly but surely. You know, she didn't come out of this bedroom here, this office here for about, I don't know, 2 or 3 months after Jen's dad moved out. So, but finally I came in here, started petting on her, and she started loving up. And then Jenny come in here and get her, and she come out and sit on her lap. And that, you know, we're glad to see them at home. I don't mind having 21 feet of cat tree as long as there's peace in the house. So, what I'm done talking about cat trees now.
I was giving you plenty of time there, you know. I never, I mean, that's the longest I've ever talked about cat trees. I mean, I'm just learning. I'm just listening and learning.
I'm going to get some more. I think I want to build those skyways, you know, because they build these little roads up around where it goes uphill and it goes around the top of the wall and stuff like that. No, I'm thinking about doing something like that.
I think you need to get something for the monkey that you're going to get.
I'm not getting a monkey.
Well,
I've got fish.
The monkey's coming. I mean, when the monkeys run out of Bainbridge, and they're going to find you, dude.
They're not going to let them out of Bainbridge.
That monkey might be riding that gator you think that's gone.
I'm going to tell you something. They ain't letting the monkeys out of Bainbridge. They ain't doing it. You know, they'd have to cross the river and everything to get here. And they'd have to go over the bridge, and ain't no way they'd make it across the bridge.
Are you kidding me? You couldn't believe you don't believe they'd make it?
No, I don't.
Come
they'd
on,
have to swim the river. And there's too many alligators in the river for them to make it across. I hope. I
think the monkeys can make it, man. I think they're on the way, man.
You played Frogger too much.
You know,
that's a blast from the past. How many people on here remember the game Frogger?
I played it. It wasn't one of my favorites, but I did play it. Frogger. My wife's favorite game ever was Mrs. Pac-Man.
Miss Pac-Man?
Miss Pac-Man, whatever you want to call it. Ms.
No, I don't know.
Well, I'm just trying to be more modern and woke here in my thing, you know.
That's how lame we are, you know. What was one of the biggest hits when we were growing up? Pac-Man Fever. You remember that? Don't even sit there and act like you don't remember.
Pac-Man Fever, dude.
Yeah.
That sounds like
the song.
That sounds like something you get when you've played it too long and you've got, you know, you're like
exactly
rolling down and you're red faced and you refuse to put the controllers down. They come drag you away and they said he had Pac-Man fever.
Yeah, they made a song about it.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember the song Pac-Man Fever?
Heck no. Pac-Man Fever. Come on.
You don't believe it was a song, do you?
I'm not saying I don't believe it. I'm saying I never heard it.
Pac-Man You're going to have to look that one up. Look it up. I'm gonna let you look that one up. I'm not gonna look it up for you. I looked up the monkey farm for you.
Come
You
to the
didn't quote me
Southern
on that
Fried
either.
Podcast. Come to the Southern Fried Podcast where you get a lot of useless information. We're the masters at that. We give you stuff that is old and sometimes unbelievable.
I've
Not
got a
saying that.
line in for your monkey hat, by the way.
You got a what?
I got a line in for a monkey hat for you.
You do? Don't get
Yes.
my hopes up, man. I
I'm gonna
want that
try to
hat.
get you one. I'm trying. I'm working on it.
I want the hat. I'm getting the monkey
trying.
hat. I gotta have the hat, and I want the green eyes hat. That's two gets this year.
And a
I
nat
gotta
line
have those
hat.
hats.
And we
And a
gotta have a
nat
nat
line,
line.
I'm
Yeah.
good with it because we might have to get that at the Nat Festival next year
Yes.
down there in
We're
Georgia.
coming.
I can't remember what
Warning.
town that was, but we're going to the Nat Festival. We're going to
Yes.
come to you live from the Nat Festival.
Yes.
We are.
Oh, and not this weekend, but the next weekend, I'm going to be coming live to you on location as well.
And tell them how you're going to be dressed, Robert. But maybe
I'm
not.
thinking about wearing old man bikini swim trunks with cowboy boots.
Oh my gosh.
Thinking about it. Probably
Don't-
won't because
don't
I'll
do
have
it.
to go out and buy them and all that. What? No,
No.
I'm going to be dressed at least from the waist up. And it's going to be from the Redneck Riviera itself, Panama City.
Operation was a pretty cool game there, Tar man. It was okay. That's Operation, the game.
Yes, Operation was. Yeah, I wasn't ever very good actually. You had to have steady hands. Do you remember?
I like Battleship.
That's a lame game.
Oh, come on, man.
What, checkers, dude?
You're on here talking about Pac-Man Fever and you're going to bash a classic game like Battleship? Come on, man.
You're
That's
up here talking
lame.
about Battleship. You should be talking, at your age, you should be talking about checkers. That's the only game they had when you was a kid.
No, man. I was in the beginning of the video age, man. I had Pong and I had, the very first Atari things, and yeah, man. I hung out at a game room, man. I worked at a grocery store and all my tips were in change, man. I'd go waste it all. Well, it wasn't really wasting because there was girls there, and we were really trying to, flirt with the girls and play some video games. And so I played a lot of, what was it, Galaga?
Galaga
Yeah.
was a good.
I played a lot of Galaga. Yeah, I do like checkers though. I never was really good at chess. I've played it. I'm not.
Whoa.
I'm not a. I'm scared.
Was you talking about what be swim trunks down there? and that's what you put. But what's the
Scary. This is a Wednesday night beatdown.
I know. What's up with the beat down? What'd I do to everybody?
You know what? You know what happened, man? I told you. You playing them games this morning. You called her the old goat. I told you.
No, that was you that called. Oh no!
I was talking about you, dude, and you hollered in there and trying to blame me for it. You called her an old goat.
See, here's the thing, Dave. You already busted. She might yepper. Oh, baby.
Hang out one on the clothesline, big boy.
You need some nice lessons. Good thing I'm an expert at teaching them. So anyway, as I was saying, if you weren't talking about her, you wouldn't have had to explain it. But you had to go back through and explain it. That, oh, no. The old goat I was talking about was Robert. But see, you already knew that she was going to be taking it as her.
This ain't working, dude. It ain't working. It ain't working in your house, and it ain't working in North Georgia. I'm sorry, man. It's a good cover, but it ain't working.
That's all I'm going to say.
No,
wait a minute. You said I lived here with an old goat.
I would never call a female an old goat. We were talking about you getting some goats to help with the grass cutting and all that.
And then you said,
I don't want a bunch of old goats around here. And I said, well, there's only one old goat. There's already one old goat there. That's you.
No.
And you tried to hijack that and sling that, throw the missus under the bus.
It's more likely he'd call you an old goat.
Much more likely. If I called her an old goat, you know what would happen to me? My
What?
wife would kill me.
Well, who's gonna rat you out? Well,
She
I would.
watches all the shows, dude. I
Oh,
mean, she watches them all, sometimes live. She might be
right.
watching right now. She just don't go. She has come into my Sunday morning devotion and popped in there and said a couple things. She watches, dude.
Okay. Well,
Now
Lynn,
there is times that she isn't watching, but there is times she is.
when you go back and watch that one from this morning, you give me your opinion on it. We're inquiring minds here. Sometimes we got to have a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, eighth opinion. You know, and maybe I'm not saying that if it comes out that David did call her an old goat or kind of that he needs to be beat upon, but at least a wet willy while he's asleep at night.
I think as you walk to the house, the cats all get in a line and go, "Old goat."
I know they get right in front of me and stop.
Followed quickly by a quack. I can't. I can't even say.
Oh, that's not very nice. Now we're gonna have that whole thing going. Everybody gonna say we're knocking him off, but that was the greatest thing ever. Koala. So,
Oh man, this show has went to the cats. Oh man, we've talked more about cats tonight, and then we haven't any other episode. All of them put together, we've never mentioned cats this much, including our commercials and our ads and everything else for ARA. Man, this had.
oh, and speaking of the ARA, everybody, the kittens will be ready to adopt almost any time now. They said by the end of the month, and they got just a ton of them. Y'all need to go by and check them out. That's the Animal Rescue Alliance here in Dawsonville. Oh, they got kittens and they got puppies. We actually got to do puppy dogs on Puppy Dog Wednesday.
I saw that. What's up with the long tongues, man? I mean, it's like the longest tongues I've seen on dogs, man. I mean, it's like
both the boy dogs had their tongues stuck out 2 foot.
I was thinking
the girl dogs had their tongues in.
I mean, they had some good names, but I was thinking that one dog, he should have been called Gene Simmons, man.
Yes, Michael, we saw. I have seen the Tim Conway doing the Siamese elephant. That was his whole elephant story, and that was a 2-parter, and it was hilarious. Have you seen Tim Conway telling his elephant story?
I believe I have. It's been a long time ago.
Just about every time
I'll have to pull that up tonight when we get off the live. I'll have to pull it up and look at
it. Make sure you look up Burl Ives singing "I Know an Old Lady" who swallowed a fly.
See these associations that you're saying old lady, old goat. It's all coming back.
Said old goat. I didn't say nothing about a goat. That was you saying. You was talking about me.
And then tonight you come into the stream talking about an old lady. Come on, man.
You're trying your best to get me under a bus.
No, you're already there, dude.
But
you know what? You're redeemed though because you got cool air tonight. If it was still hot in that house, you'd be in trouble. I wouldn't even pick at you, man.
Yeah.
There's one thing. You don't want your wife burning up. She's trying to sleep. She got to work the next day.
Oh.
You did a solid, as the young people used to say. I'm too old for what they say now, but you did a solid. You got that taken care of. And the grass cut. You got a 2 for, man. 2 for Wednesday. You knocked it out of the park, man. So you get a lot of leeway on something like that.
Yeah. This right here, Michael's talking, or Retirement talking about, the elephant just went, ooh. Tim Conway told us, said it was 2 Siamese elephants and they were attached by the trunk. He said they couldn't go make all the noises like the other elephants did, or whatever. He said all they could do is blow air through the trunks, and they went.
I have seen that. I watch a lot of old clips of shows like that. I don't watch the whole show. Well, I have, but I generally just catch the clips of the best parts that I like. So, classic. I like to watch the old Carson and some of those people. We've lost so much.
Yes. What Johnny Carson, Ed McMahon talking about the toys and stuff, and it was an older one. And they had this little thing with a guy shooting basketball. You know, you cock his arm back, you put the little ball in his hand and launch it, and they couldn't get it to ring the basket. So they moved on to the next toy, which was a starter cannon. And it was actually a cannon, and you put a powder pack inside of it. And they started with a half load, and they fired it. And it was like starting races. And they fired it, and it said, pow, you know. And so Ed McMahon said, you want to try a full load? And Johnny Carson was like, uh-huh. And so he's cramming this load up in this thing. And he gets it all ready to go and takes that basketball thing. He says, yeah, don't make no basket. And sat it right in front of it, fired it off, and wow, and he killed the basketball toy. That was funny to me. You know, I'm sorry.
Well, he was really good at what I call physical comedy.
Yes.
And I'm a big fan of that. I don't like dirty comedy. I've never cared for that. I just do not care for that. I think by the way, if you have to go to that, I don't think you're really good at your craft. You're going for the shock value. The best comedians were the ones that implied stuff but never said it. The ones that made you think, and the timing and the sounds and the falling down or whatever it was. Those are the true masters to me of comedy. I'm not a big fan of the stand-up comedian who just starts one liner after. I don't care for that. I never have. Give me a person that gets with like those working as a team and they just kill it, and it's all clean.
Do
Family
you
friendly.
remember years and years ago? It may have been in the 70s. It might have been in the 80s, but a show called Real People.
Maybe.
It came on either before or after the Muppet Show. I think after the Muppet Show for a while.
You are telling me that you watched the Muppet Show and there's something called Real People. Is that
Too late.
Are you telling me you watched the fake Muppets and then you watched something called Real People?
Yes.
I just find that hilarious.
Dude, you forget who all was on the Muppet Show. I mean, they had Christopher Reeve, They had Christopher Reeves because Miss Piggy was running around looking for a Superman outfit and all that stuff. John Denver.
I'm not putting down the Muppets. It's the contrast here.
I think that was intentional.
Muppets, and then it had Real People. Wild Thing, and what was that? What he's called? Wild Man, Wild Thing, whatever it was. The Muppets, my favorite. The drummer.
There was a drummer.
There was a drummer
on the Muppets.
He's a little crazy.
Animal.
That's it. Thank you. I knew.
I can't believe you would call him a drummer.
He was Sam Kinison sung Wild Thing. So
the drummer. Yeah, I'm sorry. That was the John Denver Muppets Christmas special. Best Christmas album ever made. The John Denver Muppets Christmas album.
And to what do you attribute that it's the best? I'm just curious.
Dude, have you ever listened to it?
Not unless I saw it on TV, because I never went and bought it. Are you telling me you went down? Did you order that through Columbia Record House? One of your 13?
Look it up.
It was the bonus album. You got the Muppets Christmas with John.
Look it up on the internet and play it. And if you're not in tears by the end of it, you call me and let me know. It will crack you up. And it was good because John Denver was a heck of a singer, and the cast on the Muppets were actually good singers too. But and the songs, the way that the add-ins to it and stuff like that, like now bring us some figgy pudding, and then you got Miss Piggy in the background. What? It's figgy, Piggy. It's made with figs. Oh, okay. Then you have Gonzo chipping in and bacon. What? I just trust me, dude. All you people out there, I'm telling you, the John Denver Muppet Christmas album, I'm not doing a commercial for them, but it was quite possibly one of the best Christmas albums ever, next to the Pentatonics.
You went from the best to quite possibly the best. So you already backed off your
Well,
initial.
the Pentatonics Christmas album was.
Okay. On the Muppets, when they were singing the songs, was it the people singing, the ones that were controlling the Muppets, or was it someone else singing? That's
Huh?
a good question. Inquiring minds want to know.
I really think
He had a.
it had to sober up with real people. Look, everybody.
What the heck is a Muppet drink?
I don't know, but it's probably called the
We,
phenomenon.
we went from what did you call that earlier? The fever Pac-Man fever.
To the phenomenon. Hey, yeah, that was another great song they did, Phenomena. Do. Phenomena.
Oh my goodness!
All right, we gotta get on.
You're a little younger than me, so I think this is coming into play here. I really do.
And
How
I
do we
always
write?
thought,
How do we write a description for this show tonight? We got cats and hippopotamuses and bears, and we got Muppets, and we got what else? Pac-Man. Miss Pac-Man.
we got cats, bears, Muppets, and
and a gator.
and a gator and hippopotamuses. Have you ever heard the song "I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas"?
I hate that song. I'll just
I
go
love
ahead
it.
and say it. I've been ready to get fired up about something anyway. Some girl, and if she watches this, I love you. But it's her favorite Christmas song, and she said, "You've never heard that?" And I said, "I don't think so." And she played that, and I went, "That's cringy, creepy, cringy. I hate that thing." And she goes,
I
"Oh,
want a
it's one of the best songs ever." I hate that song. Maybe I am the crotchety old man. I hate that song.
How can
Take
you
it
hate
away.
that song?
I hate
What
that
about
song.
Dominique the Donkey?
I never even heard that. Just go ahead and throw it in the dustbin of history too.
No, you got to play that one. You got to listen to Dominique the Donkey. And you can't just throw away the hippopotamus song just because you don't like it. That don't mean it's not a good song. Other people might enjoy it.
I'm sure they do. I'm just saying I hate it. I hate it with a passion.
Hate
it.
But a kid wants to hit a thing for Christmas. A hippopotamus.
Wow. Come on, man. We can be honest sometimes about stuff, even though we really love Christmas and all. There's just some things, man. Come on. We don't have to just because in the spirit of Christmas say we like something. I'm telling you, I hate that song. I hate it. I'll be that. You can send me, bad mail or whatever. I hate it. Okay. If you love it, that's great. I hate it. You're not changing my mind on it. I hate it. I'll give you another one. What's that other song? Oh my gosh.
It's all the cat's fault. You hate it because of the cat.
Yeah. No. What's that other song?
Jenny's singing. I guarantee you she's in there singing that song right now.
What's that song?
Oh,
I'm going to make somebody mad. I've already went there. You've already got me fired up. Before this show is over, I'm just going. We're nearing the end here, and I've got to go there.
Give me 1 second. You're going to have to keep going. I can listen to you. You're going to have to give me 1 second. You don't have.
I'm just telling you. I'm going to give you a date. I just hate this. I hate it. I know it's very popular. It's a classic according to some, and they play it endlessly every Christmas. And I'm sorry if this is offensive, but I will tell you, hey, we all got things we just don't like. I cannot stand Feliz Navidad or Navidad, however they say that. I hate it. I don't even listen to it. It comes on, I change the channel. It's Spanish. I don't care. I hate it. I hate that song. I hate it. I don't have to like it. There's no law. There's no Christmas law that says I have to love that song. I hate it. And I'm betting Robert loves it.
One thing I'm sure.
What is it? What is it? How do you say that? I don't even say it right because I hate the song. Feliz Navidad, or however you say that. Is that how you say it? Yeah, I hate it. I hate it.
Why do you hate it? It's we wish you a Merry Christmas in Spanish.
That's what everybody says. I don't care. I hate the song. I hate the song. It sounds horrible. It's a repetitive. It's a 7-11 song. It's just constant. Come on, man. You talked about the Bears getting angry in the car for what was playing on the radio. That would be another one for me, man. I'd
No, I'll
rip that
tell you,
car
that was
up
Lawrence
to
Welk.
get out of there.
That was Lawrence Welk.
Well, Lawrence Welk and that one. You know what? Felice Navidad. There you go. I might take the Lawrence Welk over that. I'm telling you, man, because I ain't heard Lawrence Welk in decades, but I have to hear that song endlessly. I can't listen to the Christmas channels with all the songs too long because that one will pop up at least once an hour. At least. I hate it. Sorry. Don't mean to offend you. I hate it.
You're not offending me.
You're not telling me there's not a Christmas song.
I just feel sorry for you. Yeah, you don't have a good grasp of good Christmas music.
No, tell me
we're going to
there's
pray
not
for you. We're going to pray for you to have some understanding about these Christmas songs. Oh.
Hey, you gotta give the elderly a pass, man. I love it. You're gonna sit there and tell me there's not a song that plays every year at Christmas that you just can't stand. Come on, man. Everybody's got one. Yeah, there's a song.
I can't stand.
Yeah, I bet you. I know there is, man. Come on.
Let me think. Well,
I'll give you another one. I don't care. That's fine. I've already went down the well here.
Okay.
The Chipmunk song. Can't stand it. Are you kidding me? I was like the cats on the chalkboard.
Christmas time.
I can't stand that song.
How can you?
No way am I listening to that.
How can you not like Alvin, Simon, and Theodore?
I like them. I don't like that song. You see, I don't got.
Well, the whole premise is they're singing chipmunks.
I don't like.
And
they
sing a Christmas song, so you don't like it. What? That's the whole premise of the Chipmunks.
Dude, listen. When I had kids, and there were certain things that I got subjected to. It was like a torture chamber, and my sisters and my wife and all these people, they bought all these videos. Another one is Barney. I had to listen to that stuff endlessly. Oh, can we watch it again? Can we watch it again? Can we watch it again? I can't stand that, man. I just, I mean, it was like I got captured by the Russians and got subjected to some sort of torture technique. I'm telling you, man, I caved.
I can get on the boat with you on the Barney song. Okay. I can definitely get on that boat with you. And we'll both trash Barney all you want to. But I was not a huge fan of the Barney song or anything to do with the big purple dinosaur.
Hey, as long as the kids love it, that's great. I just don't want to have to listen to it. And every kid got to a certain age where they went, I hate that song.
Yes.
They changed. They flipped because they weren't kids anymore. They go, oh, I hate that. My youngest son, baby boy, he loved that when he was a kid. If you mention that to him today, oh man, he'll tell you, I hate that.
Mm-hmm.
We could.
They loved it at that age.
Oh yeah.
Ugh. Is there a Christmas song that I truly I'm gonna throw this out on the table for you. Working in the grocery stores for so long, and Christmas is the time of year when the grocery stores really do a lot of business, and they start the day after Thanksgiving with the Christmas music.
Now a little
day
before.
in, day out, day in, day out. Day in, day out. It's a busy time of year. You might be working 6 days a week. You might only have one day off. Sunday, maybe, if you're lucky, and you go to church and sing joy to the, Christmas songs there. And you're like, oh, I get burnt out on all of them because I heard them all every single day, 8 hours a day.
My wife can listen to that stuff 24/7. It does. She never gets tired of it. There is a point where I go, I like Barney. Oh, I love this. I've got it. The alarm clock song for Robert to get up. Barney singing.
Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. She'll do that, dude. Don't throw gas on that. Oh.
Come on. It would be great.
See. Look here.
Well, I
But
wouldn't
you know,
describe
Michael had
great
a good
to
one
it.
there too. Now, after babysitting my niece, I used to be at work at extrusion, catching myself humming Blues Clues. We are looking for Blues Clues. I'm sorry. Oh. See, now you've done it.
Yes, there's at least an idea planted.
Oh. I know what this says. That's a great idea. Yeah. Go get that
Get
right off
your butt
the
out of bed and turn Barney off.
screen.
She wouldn't even have to
She
tell
won't
you.
even let me snooze it. She'll wake up liking it.
You
No,
wouldn't even have to turn it off.
yeah, I'll be trying to. She's faster than me.
That's the night you move it and you hang it from the ceiling. And he reaches to turn to hit the snooze and it's not there. But in its
Um,
place, here's another. In its place is a little stuffed Barney.
oh my goodness. Oh, we'll take that right off her. We'll flash it up there one more time in case y'all missed it. Take it right off. That's not
Man,
very nice, huh? Y'all need some nice lessons around here. I need to teach y'all how to be nice.
oh, we're off the chain tonight. Oh, this is great.
Uh,
I
you know
love
what
it.
would be awesome? Is if everybody knew all the words to the Animaniacs song. You probably don't know the Animaniacs. That was after your
I
time.
don't think so.
Okay.
After my time, I'm not dead.
Well, when you would watch it, see, I watch that kind of stuff as
Okay.
a grown up. So, and see,
But you
when I
forget I had grandkids, so don't count any of this out. Because I have sat and watched a lot of videos with my grandkids.
yeah,
Some of them very old Disney stuff. I mean, Kaylee was really into like
well,
Sleeping Beauty and stuff, so we watched a lot of classics. But what's the truck cartoon? Oh, what is that? Every morning for a couple of years, we had to put that on. What is it? The little trucks that are running around. Oh man, what is it called?
Builder Bob.
No, not Builder Bob. They all had a different name. They had the fireman truck and the other ones, monster truck kind of thing. What is that called, man? Come on, Michael, you're really good at this. I've baffled y'all, but the trucks, they saved the day,
Did they
And,
like talk or something, or just
oh
roll
yeah, they
around?
talked. No, they talked. They were
That was
characters.
Knight Rider.
No.
I remember that one. Oh, you
I've,
lost
I've,
Jenny
I've,
too.
I've stumped her. Somebody out
Um,
there knows what I'm talking about. I mean, come on.
uh,
We had to watch that, and I gotta admit the what was it, Goofy and Friends in the morning. That was a little hard to listen to early in the morning when you hadn't had a first cup of coffee yet. That was
there
a little
was
that was a little hard to I'd watch it with her, but it was like ugh.
there was a series of cartoons that Disney put out. There was three or four of them. Yeah, it was four of them, and during a time frame there. And I wish they had stuck with it. And one of them was Darkwing Duck, um, which was amazing. It was absolutely hilarious. Uh, what was the other one? Chippendales Rescue Rangers. It was okay. Um, Tailspin and DuckTales. And
Okay,
all four of these cartoons were really good. And they were really well thought out, and they were funny, not just for the kids, but for the adults too. Because some of the stuff that they had, you're like, oh yeah, kids do that too. But it was all four of those were cartoons were very good. Deputy Dog and Woody Woodpecker. Yes.
ain't it simply called Monster Truck? Ain't that simply what it's called? The cartoon. Monster truck. If you can see that, may not be able to.
I think, yeah, okay, monster trucks. That's kind of
Yeah,
like speed buggy.
we watched that. Yeah.
Well, it's not old.
No, it's not old, but
Okay. Speed buggy's old.
I'm an old school guy, so give me Scooby Doo and stuff
Woody
like.
Woodpecker. Yeah.
Yeah, I could go with
Bugs
that.
Bunny.
Oh yeah, oh
I
yeah,
always liked Yosemite Sam.
love it. It's
Yes.
good. Deputy Dog, definitely their tire man, without a
Yeah.
doubt. No Smurfs. No, that's a big no for me. No Smurf.
I didn't care for the
Smurf.
Smurfs.
No, and no trolls. I'm not into the trolls. I was never into the trolls thing either. So
No. No. Now, in the Smurfs movie, there was one place that I did laugh. Well, there was a couple places that would laugh, but I think that was more for adults than it was for kids. Smurfette walking over the air vent and had the whole Marilyn Monroe moment. And then they have one that was wearing a kilt and he knocks her off the air vent and goes, "Oh, feels good on the giblets." Sorry. It was funny. That was definitely not the Smurfs that we saw on Saturday morning.
no.
You know, we can sit here and nitpick, and this is the thing. And I think this is what a lot of this stuff boils down to. We can sit here and nitpick what everybody likes and don't like, and the reasons why we don't like them and the reasons why we do. But at the end of the day, somebody likes it,
Oh
you
yeah.
know.
And it wouldn't
So
have made the money that it made if it weren't.
that is true. Um, so, we're not here to diss anybody's feelings on anything. I'm sure there's stuff that we think is great that you don't like, and stuff that you think is great we don't like. It's just, but at the end of the day, we all have our own opinions on stuff, and we're allowed to do that. But where we've been going in this world lately is if you don't agree with me, I'm not watching you anymore. We're going to turn you off. We're going to cancel you because we don't agree with you.
Oh, I
But what
know.
is it?
I,
We
I
all
just
we're
have
all
this.
have our opinion.
I just have this image of Robert running through the house in his Power Ranger outfit. I just don't know which one he would be.
Well, let me explain Power Rangers to you. When they came about, my oldest daughter was the biggest fan of the original Power Rangers ever, and she really liked the Red Ranger.
The Red Ranger.
Now, if I had Power Ranger underoos, it'd be the Red Ranger.
It'd be the Red Ranger.
That's right.
Was you what was the oh man, my brain ain't working now. I've laughed too much. The turtle, what was the turtle cartoons?
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yes. Was you a fan of that?
No,
Okay, we have established that there's things that Robert didn't like.
no, I did not
I,
like
I,
them.
I never was a fan either. What about Kung Fu Panda? I'm okay with Kung Fu Panda. That's pretty funny. I like that.
It's okay, but you know what? He'll never top Hong Kong Fooey.
Kung Fu.
You remember that
I,
one?
I know you was a fan of Shrek, and
Oh, I love Shrek.
those characters. I know you was a fan of that.
Yes. The original one, especially. That ranks up there in the top 10 movies for me.
By the
original
way,
Shrek.
I didn't bring that story into the night show, but among the odd stories is there was a bunch of people that's done odd stuff to set these Guinness Book of World Records, and I thought about you. Is that somebody played like 98 hours straight World of Warcraft to set the Guinness Book of World Records? I think it was 98 plus hours.
Who would do that to themselves?
This dude did because he set the record. Now we played some games online and we went for some hours sometimes, but
Yeah.
we never got anywhere near 24, even much less 98. I mean, come on, it's probably 6 hours, probably 5 or 6 hours, probably the max for us back in the day. But
Yeah. But, back then we talked to each other too. And we were giving each other a hard time, much as we do in here right now. We would write each other's cases and we'd figure out ways to mess with each other and mess with the whole game. I mean, four good friends me, you, and I'm not going to call the other two, three, four, and we divided into two teams to play against each other, and we're talking to each other about how we're going to turn our guilds onto one another and make them hate each other. And we're going to do this. We would lay out these. Me and you would sit down at the fish store for hours and figure out all this intricate stuff we were going to throw on them.
Yeah, but there was that day. There was that day when it all went south, and I came by the fish store and everybody's giving me the cold shoulder, and nobody would really. And finally, somebody said, and I noticed on the counter, it was like planted there, like we're going to this game. Nobody said it first. I just see the game. This is how bad it gets. It can get in real life. Is everybody got so mad that the game we were playing, I go by the fish store and there's this brand new game sitting on the counter. Nobody said anything about it at first. And it was just some really awkward chit chat for a few minutes. And all of a sudden somebody said, that wasn't cool last night, what y'all did. And then it just all started pouring out and they vented everything. And they said, we're going to this game. We're out.
It hurt my feelings too.
You were one of them. You were one of them. So to say I could never make you mad, me and my part of that team, you were. It was the Guild War.
Oh, dude, I was throwing gas on them. I wasn't mad at you. I was laughing with you. I was letting them think as I was still going to act like I was undersized and we was going to team up on them. And then they said, "Well, we're going to this game."
Dude, no, you left.
Which
the
game was that?
I don't even remember, man. It was the one before.
Was it Evercrack?
No, it was another game, but I don't remember what it was called. But it was before y'all went to war, or WoW, whatever. Shadowbane. That was it.
That was it, dude. Did you ever play it?
Yeah.
That's why we were going there because it was awesome, dude.
No, y'all were going there. Y'all were going there because y'all were mad.
Oh, they were going there because they were mad. I was going there because they talked.
Well, they were definitely. Grog was mad. He was there that day. He was mad because he was like, "It was uncool what y'all did last night."
Well, you remember what we did.
There was a certain other person there we won't name that was mad as well and said all we did was cause trouble and sit around all day and devise trouble and we messed the game up. I heard it all, dude. I was there that day. Yeah, and I said, I'm sorry, man.
Grog was mad.
He was mad
because somebody was logging his character in and out for him while he was on vacation. And somebody left him on top of Britt Bank in a pink dress holding a shepherd's crook. That's why Grog was mad.
That had to be you.
It wasn't me. Nope. I'm innocent of that one. I did not do that. We both know the person that did it, though, or the two persons that had a lot to do with it. And they probably worked in tandem.
And everybody went to Shadowbane. I really never got into that one very hard. Then everybody went to.
Yeah, I played WoW for a long time, but
Star Wars was in there for a while. It was some games.
We played through some games now, and now I'm back to playing a totally old school.
Yeah,
I'm playing UO still.
Back to the beginning.
Back to the beginning. Dude, how many years, dude, have we got logged in on games? I don't know. That's a lot. Way too many. I was working 9 years ago, so didn't watch TV. What's he got here? Dad watches sports as soon as he could.
Yeah, Dad wouldn't go watch a lot of that.
All right. Well, we've run over a little bit tonight, which we don't have no time limit. But I know you got to work tomorrow.
I do.
And you know what I get to do tomorrow? I get to sleep in. I really wanted to do that this morning. And I'm enjoying the coolness blowing right now. Oh, that's going to feel good.
Thanks to all the folks in the chat, all the folks in the stream. We appreciate you very much. Hopefully you got a few laughs tonight. We want to provoke you to laughter, not to anger, but laughter.
You know what's
nothing else. If nothing else, you can laugh at us. It's okay.
You know what I'm waking up to in the morning, and I'm not going to get to sleep in because first thing in the morning I'm going to hear,
I love it. I want to hear that story if that happens.
She is learning how to play the piano even as we speak. And I'm quite sure now that's going to be one of the songs she wants to learn how to play.
I'm in. I'm all in.
No, you shouldn't be. You should. It's just because it's happening to me. If it was happening to you, it'd be a different story.
Well, you're hours away from me and hundreds of miles. It doesn't affect me. So yeah.
You seem to forget
Sorry.
we're going to be meeting up at the Nat Line. I am going to be coming up there hopefully next month for a little while. We got the Nat Festival coming up. We want to get together for a Georgia game. You know, you're forgetting we're going to be spending some time together.
Sometime.
Yeah. Oh,
Happy Thursday morning to you, brother. Ahead of time.
yep. No, that's not very nice. Nice lessons. Y'all need some nice lessons. I'm working up a training program now. And once y'all complete my 6-week training program, you can come out on the other side and be easily as nice as me. I don't know what she's saying.
You do have great ideas.
No, get that off her. Don't do it. Don't do it. We love y'all. God bless you. Y'all have a great day tomorrow. You only got to make it through tomorrow and Friday. All right. If you can just make it through tomorrow, you can watch our show Friday morning. Get your day started off right. Go in, knock it out, watch our live show on Friday night. And we're going to start that at 8, I think, David.
We moved it to 8.
Okay. We're going to start
We're going to catch a little bit of those coming in a little bit from different time zones. We're catching a little bit later on Friday night.
Yeah. So, and
just bumped it up an hour, back an hour, whatever you want to look at.
Right. So that'll be the next Friday night. It'll be 7 o'clock for me because I'm going to be the man in the field.
Very good.
Was it Russ Nessman from WKRP? Les Nessman.
Les Nessman.
Yeah, Les Nessman. That's what I said, right? Les. I don't know if that's what I said at first. But in case y'all have not seen the famous Les Nessman bit from WKRP in Cincinnati on the Great Turkey Drop.
It's a classic too.
Y'all got it. Y'all got it.
Absolute legend in comedy. Love that.
If y'all haven't seen it, oh my gosh, y'all will cry. Absolutely.
Google that one or YouTube that one. Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. I've made it to hump day. Go to bed, get some rest, get up tomorrow, power through, and we'll get you through Friday.
Play our outro, and it'll show names and our thanks. And if you could do that, then we'll let that close us out.
All right.
Thank you. Salute to all of you. Have had a ball.
Yes. Like and follow or subscribe, whatever. We'd appreciate it. Good night, y'all.
Well, once again, it's time, my friends, for another meet and greet. We're Southern Fried and nationwide, so hang on to your seat. Look around, here's what I found. I guess you'll never know what you'll see on the Southern Fried Podcast.